Hello, 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 everybody. I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. Today we're going to do some drafts. It's gonna be educational. We're gonna learn this format, and I'll hit masters, and that should be pretty quick. Cygnus, hey, how you doing, Dizzle? Hope everyone's having a good day. We're doing some eternal drafts today, and I'm just gonna hop right in because I kind of want to just draft a lot. Let me check my rank. The 68 out of 100, so it's what? One good draft? So this is a kind of truth. The advantages of being a demon is nice. Alright, what do I want to do with my face? Let's slide over here for the draft portion. And we can just go ahead and shrink a little bit and keep things legible from all of you. Hmm. The funniest thing about like minimizing to go to OBS is I just see the text that all of you typed to get the emotes, and it's like, this is Feels Strongman. Why is this Feels Strongman? All right, let's hop in today. If you have questions, ask them. It is an improvement day. That's the goal. So if you have something that you want to work on or you want to see me work on, just let me know. Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome, Dime. That's an achievement. Like, I hit Mythic in draft pretty regularly, but it's such a slog. Hitting Mythic in constructed feels impossible. Like, it's definitely possible. I've done it a few times, but it's so annoying. I'm impressed. What were you playing? What were you playing, Dizzle? What format and what deck? I just found out that the arena opened mono red aggro. That's even harder, especially getting mono red aggro through diamond is so difficult. Like you have to play that deck so well, and you have to play it like winning with mono red aggro in standard. You have to play with cards that are not in your hand. Like you have to plan for turns drawing cards that you just don't have. So, right. I did not add any emotes, Herix. All right, here we go. We're hopping right in. Oh, I forgot I was going to use gems. Well, this feels like a snap pick for Golden Horde and Security. So if you are just arriving to Eternal, and you want to get ready for the Open, um, pay special attention to cards with Unleashed. So especially cards like this. So these rares, like the Golden Horde and Security, it's a 3-cost Shadow, but it's an efficient body at a 3-cost 4/3. But if you draw it on turn 6, it's 2 bodies. If you draw it on turn 9, it's a great finisher. So a lot of the Unleashed cards are how decks generate card advantage, and you need to be able to generate card advantage. Other notable picks are Grumbo's Platoon, which is the worst version of Golden Horn Security. It's still good, and I first picked it before. It's also the only time card in this pack, so if you want to be extra nice, you can send the Grumbo's Platoon. You can take the Grumbo's Platoon and just cut time and tell everyone on your left, hey, there's no time. I have all the time. Um, and then Stone Scar Maul is very strong. Stone Scar Maul is like how you want an aggro deck to close out a game, but even if you do end up in a more controlling deck, you can still play them all. But I'm just going to very happily snap up this Golden Horn Security. I do sound a little odd today because I have a Kangasaur. Ooh, so again, we have another double shadow card. So Lights Out, at its worst, is 4 kill a unit, and that's very good. But if it's 8 kill 2 units, or God forbid 12 kill 3 units, you win the game. Like if you play Lights Out 3 times in one turn and don't win the game, something is very wrong. The other cards, Rocky Ride is very good now. It kills something and makes a Totem Knight. The Sharpshooter, Harvester, and Graviturgist, like these are cards that fill out a deck. But we are still looking for power cards. And in Eternal Draft, your second and third packs are more. Your second pack signals are the most important to read. Because if I get past. So it looks like we're probably missing a comment out of this pack. So we can expect Shadow to flow somewhat. So this is a Shadow rare, but it's not a good Shadow rare. So I'm not going to bother with it. Primal is usually the strongest color. So it's between Nevermore and Enraged Serpent. Everything else in this pack is cool. You're not playing in the open duo? But the draft is like everybody has a shot at the draft open. Sometimes you just open Golden Horde Security lights out and win the open. Zephyr Dragon Lord, how you doing? Yeah, that's fair. The one thing I'm willing to put money into for games like these are big tournaments. But I just love big tournaments. I mean, you can not. I guess you can farm. All right, so it's probably going to be one of these two cards, but I do want to talk about the rest of the pack. This is a weird set because the cards are fairly contextual right up until you get to pack 3. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, Duo. But I will help you if I can, okay? Have you been streaming again? I saw that you were streaming, but I wanted to give you a shout out if you've been streaming again because I love your model and you're fun to watch. Have are you talking to me or to Duo? I like this format. I don't think it's like a particularly balanced format. I don't think that's always a bad thing. Like the problem with this format is pack 3 is so much better than all the other packs. Ooh. That's true. All right, so this pack, In Service is not a great card. If you work hard, you can make it work. It's too much work, though. The Pugilist is great in like a Primal Shadow aggro deck, which we could end up in because both of these cards give us a late game. Riot Flame is playable, but because you need removal. It's not the removal you want. I thought the last patch was really good, just buffing Shadow in general. Taxation is part of a very aggressive deck with Yeti Pugilist. And then Serpent and Nevermore are both fine, but they're easy to splash. So the Serpent is a good finisher, and Nevermore is reasonable removal. But if I'm in, you need fewer copies of Nevermore. So I know I'm in Shadow right now. I don't know that I'm in Primal. And Shadow has enough removal that you don't need to worry quite as much about picking up Nevermore. Nevermore is most important in like Time, which has a lot of trouble getting enough removal. I know it wasn't in the competitive schedule they had before the announcement because I check the competitive schedule on the first of every month because I make my schedule for the whole month because I have to ask off work on Sundays because like being off on Friday or Saturday for the open doesn't matter. So like I have next Sunday off because and I'm working next Friday for next Sunday because I want to play in the Eternal Open. But like I could still get Sunday off at this point, but I don't have enough time to learn alchemy. I don't want to learn alchemy. I would learn it for a tournament. But like, look, Eternal Open. We knew this was going to be a draft open 3 months ago, and that I can plan for. I'm just going to take the Serpent. Sorry, I get distracted. Beaker Blast is the best card. Just you do need to actually hit them for double damage. I tend to take Spin Down a lot more than I should because I really like Roulette Wheels. Other than that, this is a pretty weak pack. Like Notary Collects is good if I lean into the Frenzy aspect of Shadow. But I think if I'm leaning into the Frenzy aspect of Shadow, I just want Beaker Blast anyway. Alright, looks like red is open. There's a little bit of Shadow, but Primal is cut. Somebody is taking the Primal cards out of this pack. I'm just going to take the Sharpshooter. 3 drops can be tough to find. I always think, what does this card do? It's not great. It's a good card, just not here. Pin the Jotun is playable without being strong. And I don't want to go Justice here, but I may end up 3 colors and with a Justice splash. So I'm just going to take the Tome. Display, there's just not a world where I get to play this, even though this card is great. That's wild. You can pre-order the set that we don't even know what it is yet. All right, this Grumbo Splatoon, this is a signal. This is telling me that Grumbo Splatoon is open. Nevermore, I do really just like the Grumbo Splatoon, but now all the Shadow cards are missing, so it tells me that somebody on the right is probably drafting Soup. They're taking the best card out of the pack and getting lots of fixing. So the way to adjust, if you can just still take good cards from this pack and pack 4, but if they really are just Soup, then that means they're prioritizing fixing and uber powerful cards. So we can take medium powered cards like Grumbo Splatoon, Rebel Sharpshooter, get a great deck together. I think I just take Grumbo Splatoon as the best card in the pack. Yeah. Nevermore is also tempting, Backlash is playable. This is not. Although maybe there's a if this just said your attacking units get deadly, I'd play it in the Argenport deck. Uh, none, but I'll take the Elder Mark because if I end up taking, there are some things that care about having relics, and I want to already have a few if I happen to open them. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna take Sticky Fingers over Notorin Collects because if I end up being, well, I guess I could be Fire Shadow Frenzy, so I will take the Notorin Collects. Stone Skin is pretty good now, but so is Chemtrail Burst. Especially because I really want collection rounds. I remember when somebody said, so like in Mirrodin Besieged, so they did a thing in Scars of Mirrodin. Ooh, I want to take a look at these. In Scars of Mirrodin, they had the Phyrexians like start taking over and infecting things. Okay, these do look pretty good. People love Elesh Norn. You can tell who played with Elesh Norn and who played against Elesh Norn. I'm going to take Stone Skin over Chemtrail Burst just because you really need a lot of collection rounds for Chemtrail Burst to be good. But Stone Skin Burst, Stone Skin I'm playing if I play if I'm in time. Okay, so it looks like instead of everything we were going to do, I'm just going to be Fire and Time now. Is there anything that makes me not want to just... So this card is a True Bomb. You should always play Arcanum's True Heart. And if you happen to have the ability to be in any of these colors, you should take Arcanum's True Heart. So we're going to be Fire and Time late game deck. And I'm still going to try and run Shadow. But like we're just going to have very heavy power requirements. So I'm going to take Seek Powers really aggressively. Someday I will make Lake Terror work. Alright. Combray Healer is very strong, so is Scornful Elite. But if I am playing anything other than Fire and Time, it's going to be Shadow. So I'm just going to take Grummo's Platoon for power. Okay, but getting a Mystical Shackles pick 3. It looks like Shadow is not making the cut, even though I took 2 good Shadow cards. So I'm going to run Fire and Time, and I'm going to splash Justice. Because Mystical Shackles, there's not a lot of cards that could be better for a Justice deck. So if I'm getting this signal, even just pick 3, Mystical Shackles is still a good signal. I'm going to take it. Because it also powers up cards like the Prospector and other things that care about relics. So sadly, I'm cutting my first 2 picks. But Shadow was cut pretty hard in pack 1, and Shadow does not seem to be very present here. And Justice is good. I mean, Justice is not great, but like it's good enough. All right, and since I have a Shackles and an Elder Mark, I can take this Prospector. Felon Captain is okay. Yes. So like what Arcanum's True Heart does is represent inevitability. Like if I play this, it grows every attack. So every time I attack with it, it gets bigger. So it does, and it's indestructible. So like you play it in a deck otherwise controls the board, and it just eventually wins the game. But it's always going to be as good as, like, you need very specific answers. So the only thing that really kills Arcanum's True Heart here is Shrivel. That's the only card you'll see a lot. Target creature gets -4/-4. And there's a few other little things, like there's an Argenport dealer that when it dies, you give something -2/-2. And then like there's Diminish, but it's so difficult to kill. Ooh, I will draft Throne of Eldraine tomorrow, Herrix. I did not. That's exciting to know. And I'll do it when you can see it. Panic. That's what I was forgetting. I'm going to take the Prospector because if I hold early, I will eventually win with my True Heart. Someday, I will forge deed a Poacher's Menagerie. Desertion and Saddle Up are both solid, but I like Prospector. And since I had the Prospector, Elder Mark, Double Doors, and Arcanum Orb all get a lot better. And it looks like Shadow is cut, so I took the right signal. Highwind Glider is solid. If I was in either of those colors solidly, I would take it. Elder Mark and Thunder, like Thunder Pop is a signal. I'm surprised it's still in this pack, but we are only 4 cards in, so it's possible there are plenty of other good cards. I'm just going to take the Elder Mark. Elder Mark gets better when I have Prospectors and cards to dig for, like Arcanum's True Heart. A Forged Draft Tournament. That could be fun. Hey, Lethal. How are you doing today? Wow. Okay, I'm regretting everything. Like, I first pick Balance Knowledge all the time because it's busted. So, alright, if I take Balance Knowledge here, I'm losing Shackles. I think that's worth the risk. Oh boy. How is it still in the pack, though? Primal's so strong. I'm taking it. I really want this Grizzled Hermit, but I can't pass a Boundless Knowledge so late. And now there's nothing playable. But Griffin Bomber is good enough if I have enough relics. Like, it's a 4/4 flyer on attack in the relics deck. None. This is a terrible pack. I'm going to take Consuming Greed. Oh, this took a turn, and this deck is becoming something of a disaster, because now suddenly Shadow is here. Peacekeeper's playable. It's better when you have cards that you are trying to get to. Hamlet Axe is a fine way to win the game. Alright. I feel bad taking this Boundless Knowledge. I just took it from somebody who could have used it. So Last Light Refugee, Lotus Instructor. I need a lot of Inscribe. Centauri Trident and it's probably just Ramba's Challenge because Invoke is very good. But Centauri Trident is also really good. And I care about having relics. No, I'm just going to take Ramba's Challenge over the Trident. Invoke, you should take when you can. I don't think I need anything from my constructed decks here. Graviturgist, Lost in Thought is great when you have Grumbo's platoons. Hmm. I just have so many good cards I'm not running now because I wanted to run this Arcanum Shoeheart and I can't read signals apparently. Without Shadow. I think I need to commit and keep pressure on. Hope for some prospectors in the last pack. I'm looking for removal and to play my Arcanum's True Heart. I need Inscribe and Flyers? Like, I'm very interested in the Graviturgist, but I just don't have a lot of trouble getting my 4-drops. Like, 4-drops are good. But I guess I'm not committed to this Griffin Bomber yet. I'm going to take the Graviturgist. I'm looking for fixing Kickflip Monk is a bomb. I mean, not a real bomb, like, doesn't win the game, but it does just hold steady. It's so hard to get through a Kickflip Monk, and it has Inscribe. I'd be very interested in Sindane's Braces, but Breach the Defenses and Hoof Stomp are both very good removal. I'm still looking for fixing. I'm going to take Breach the Defenses over Hoof Stomp. Tome? Starkist Wings or Lost in Thought. I think it's going to be the Starkist Wings over the Tome, just because it enables my splash. Oh, Tome is so good. I'm going to take the Tome. You want your duels. Ooh, 2 Inscribe cards. I don't think... Ooh, 3 Inscribe cards, all of which are very strong. It's between Rune Sword and the Carnosaur, I think. Svetch's Decree is good, but like I just want monsters here. This is a monsters kind of deck. You're right, there are 4 Inscribe cards here. I am short on removal, so I'm going to take the Rune Sword. It's late. Inscribe or another Breach the Defenses. I'm going to take Breach the Defenses. Probably just good. I like Indifference and Stonebreaker Bow. And it's going to have to be the Nascent Wisps. Do like to swap for Shadow. I feel like I can't read signals at all today. I think it is. These both take double Shadow. I think it's worth making a slightly worse deck to squeeze an Arcanum's True Heart, and there's not a lot of cards that I would do that for. So I'll take the Nascent Wisps. It's a good flyer. How you doing, Damasi? Inscribe or Warrior Monk. I'm going to take the Warrior Monk, and this is just going to be a deck where I have to run some extra power. This is a good Inscribe card. I love Bathe in Light. But, like, I regret not being Horu now. There have been so many disarms. 2 Bathe in Light. Well, that was very helpful for me. Parliament Elder or Barbarian Gorillas? This is such a good pack. This is a stacked pack. 1, 2, 3 first pickables. 1, 2, 3, 4 playables, and a Seek Power. What a pack. Alright. So it looks like at this point, I'm going to be running a lot less fire. So I'm going to take the Parliament Elder. Ooh, so the Guardian is good. I'm at 1, 2, effectively 3 relics and a Rune Sword. I think I just need Seek Power for this deck. Like, Monolith Guardian and Towerfall are both excellent cards, but I need to make sure I get my colors. Can I splash a Siphon Vitality off of 1 Tome and 1 Shadow Sigil? I'm very tempted to try. Oh boy, I've never passed a Siphon Vitality before. Card's so good. Siphon Vitality does tend to win the game when you play it. But is that going to be too many 6s? I've got a Warrior Monk and 2 Bathing Lights. I'd be splashing Fire and Shadow. Yeah, I think I can splash it. This is very greedy. Don't do this at home. Alright, I would like a 4th relic to play this Guardian, but then it gets very good. And the Bomber's kind of in the same category. At 3 relics. 11, 15, 25. So I have 25 playables right now. If I'm splashing Shadow... Not really. Like, these are double Shadow. I'm going to take the Guardian over the Bomber. 4-color soup. Prospector, Eldermark, or Double Doors. I think I need the Eldermark for these Guardians more than anything else. The Eldermark does not turn on my Monolith Guardian, unfortunately, but I do have 2 Grumos platoons. I think that's enough for me to play Double Doors. I love this card. I'm just not... I don't want to have... So I will have Shadow turn 6 through 10. I won't have Shadow turn 3. I'm going to take this Double Doors over the Prospector and be a little sad about it. Graviturgist, Eldermark, Desertion. So I really want this Graviturgist to go with my Grumbos platoons, but I am pretty light on removal. I've got 1, 2... That's it. I need this Desertion, and that's not a good place to be. I do. I've got lots... I think it's just going to be Stone Skin here, just for cheap interaction. I want more relics, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 strong relics. Which is a little low, but manageable. So that's 19, 29. With lots of Inscribe. So anything I add now requires a cut. I'm still going to force his Arcanum's True Heart in. The Graviturgist is better, but look at what I'm missing. So this is where we have to figure out, like, what does this deck need? So Graviturgist is better for sure, because it picks a Parliament Elder and Grumbos Platoon, and is just a 4-drop flyer. But I have, like, this is going to be like an 8-mana card, but these are all strong 4-drops. And these are my relics, but my removal is just 2 Breach Defenses and a Beaker Blast. So if they play something, I mean, even just like a Towerfall or a 6/5 Dinosaur, I don't have a way to deal with that. Like under normal circumstances, I would say, hey, I can try and get a bigger creature, but like my late game creatures are all flyers, and if I'm just trading my warrior monk for their I can't remember the name of it, the 5 mana 6/5 dinosaur. So like desertion is definitely a worse card, but I'm hurting for removal. That's just something I need right now. I think it's gonna be the stone skin here, but it could be saddle up. I actually like saddle up because I don't have a lot of tricks in the mid game. Party Crasher? Party Crasher is basically removal. And I'm running fire anyway, and I don't want a second saddle up. Striker Rich is reasonable. But I love Party Crasher. Eldermark over Resettle. And Counting Room, probably not playing it. DK, last call. Parazon, thank you, tutor. Good tutoring. Alright, so this is going to be a mess, but it's going to be a good mess. I need at least 16 power, maybe more. This is just a really high demand. This is a high power demand deck. So first I want to take a look at my Inscribe. 1, 2, 3, and 4 Inscribe cards. And then I have 1 Seek Power. Oops. Alright, so this is my non-power. So that's 5. And based on the style of this deck, I still want 16 power. Use. I have 1 Argent Port Tome and 1 Seek Power for Shadow. So it's pretty risky to run the Siphon Vitality. But I want to make sure I'm splashing enough fire to actually play the true card. So let's see what fire I have. Mostly multicolored stuff. That's not bad. Party Crasher and Beaker Blast. The Beaker Blast, I'm not particularly interested in running. It's good when you can reliably have double fire on turn 2 or 3, so that you can kill whatever their 2 or 3 drop is. But it's not great otherwise, just because. So like it's best when you have like spell damage. So Primal Fire really wants Beaker Blast, and it's nice as a 1 mana way to trigger Frenzy. But I don't actually have any Frenzy cards. I think I have like 1 Serpent. Yeah. So I'm not gonna run the Beaker Blast. Alright, my Shadow is really just Siphon Vitality. Like, this and the Golden Horde Sentry and the Lights Out are both excellent, but they both require 2 Shadow. And while I might be able to get 1 Shadow, 2 is just gonna be very difficult. Sharpshooter is good, but let's see if we need to play the Sharpshooter. So I'll revisit the Sharpshooter. Because the thing about splashing a color is like, this is not a deck that requires having fire on turn 3. So I will run the Sharpshooter if I need the 3 drops. Which means I need to go through and count my 3 drops. I could have sworn I had 2 Stone Skin. I really only get 1 Stone Skin? I wouldn't have taken the saddle up with the Stone Skin if I thought I only had 1. Alright, Justice. Maybe the last call. I don't want to play the last call, but I gotta figure out how much removal I actually have. Alright, so my 3s. So I treat Parliament Elder as a 6. I only have the 2. But like a 3 cost 3/3 is just good enough. 3 Elder Marks. Hey, so there's 27 cards. So there's the Sharpshooter. Friends Insight, so maybe Saddle Up is... So I just want the Pump Spell here from Saddle Up. So this is the deck right now. See if there's anything I want to try and squeeze in. So Siphon Vitality with 1 Shadow. If I didn't have so many other cards that were at risk... So like, generally, I'm willing to play maybe 3 cards that will have a chance of getting stuck in my hand without doing anything. And in this game, that's going to be Monolith Guardian, Griffin Bomber, like these things that require relics, and where are you? Arcanum Screwheart. I don't want to do the Siphon Vitality too. I just want to limit what gets stuck in my hand. It's possible that the last call is better than the sharpshooter just to be bad removal. Coffee. But I think this is good enough. I think that's the correct distribution too. Maybe down one time for one fire. 655. No, because I think let me count my inscribe again. I think it's all time inscribe. Yeah, 3 time 1 justice and 0 fire. So that tells me that fire aggro was cut, but fire in general wasn't. I forgot my oh. Here's thank you. Thanks for the subscription, buddy. We're gonna play some GTFO with yours tonight. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. All right, we'll cut time for that. That puts me at 764. I think it's like that. Yeah, I do want to play the Vitality. I'm kind of sad about it. It's like, this is kind of a mess, but this is a good recovery. Like, this was a weird draft. We recovered nicely. Tell me if my eyes act up, because I don't always see it. By the way, I do have a song suggestion redeemed now. So about 500 points. Ooh, Shackles into Monolith Guardian into Griffin Bomber is solid. And the nice thing is if I don't have the Shackles on turn 3, I can turn for the Griffin Bomber. Seek Power. I don't think I have any double Justice cards, but I do have some double Fire. So I'm going to lead on the Tome. Just bad. Soup. There's all my colors. So they might give me... I'm fine just putting this down. Ooh. Hey, it's Spifferific. I think the ramp I get from this Elder is worth just jamming it. If I didn't have plays to do later, sounds good. I've been making a potato and leek soup often. They may just Thunder Pop here, but that's fine because I have a Stone Skin. That's why it's so nice. Having 5 on turn 4 is nice. Ooh, that was a really good draw. Bottom. One more time. And unfortunately, this does break my Elder Mark, but that's fine because I'm just going to play the Shackles next turn. I love the Relics deck. I just don't get a lot of chances to use it. Yeah, this is worth protecting. Alright, I'm going to Shackles just because it's important to turn these 2 on. And then a space. I've got 4/4 and a 7/7, and they are probably just blocking the Parliament Elder. But 7 damage is a lot. 11 damage is a lot to take here. So 11 damage right now puts them to 8. And then I get to put down my Sharpshooter as just another beater. It's like, this is very much a stompy deck. And the problem with Justice and Primal is it's really, really good at killing small things. So big things, like the 7/7, are a pretty natural counter for it. And since Primal's the best color, cards like Saddle Up and Stone Skin get a lot better because just being able to... Like, Stone Skin at 1 cost is huge because it counters all of the Thunder Pops and all of the Icicles. Not all the Icicles, but many of the Icicles. Like, you can't Icicles a Rebel Sharpshooter through a Stone Skin. And Time just doesn't have a lot of removal. So, like, they're pretty reliant on the Primal Burn. And if they play Nevermore, like Nevermore is still great, but it does leave you with a relevant 1/1 flyer, which you can still Stone Skin to trade with their 6 drops. Like, I don't think I win against this style of deck in the late game, but all of their units are so bad on rate. Like, their 4 drops are Avarax and Graviturgist, not the tenured Graviturgist, and like Unleash cards. Unleash cards. But this is great for me. So this is what I was hoping they would play. I was hoping they would play this or the Green Stretch Griffin because it taps them out. Like, they are shields down now. And so I just get to go A space. And they are probably still going to block here. And math is OP. Oh, duo, I'm so sorry. That's awful. All right, looks like I need 2 more wins to hit Masters. Duo, that's awful. I'm sorry. But you can, that's something you can talk to them. Like, if you call them, they'll fix it for you. All right, this is a bad hand, but I want to play Arcanum's True Heart so badly, so I'm going to keep it. This is why I'm bad at this game. I just want to play Arcanum's True Heart. So they made Overwatch 2 free, and it used to be that the oh my god, look how good at this game I am. Now the trick is to get them, make it so that they can't panic ensues. I think it is worth bathing in light, or inscribing the bathe in light, so that I can turn 4 True Heart, turn 5 Party Crasher. No, I'm still pretty likely to draw 2 more power before then. Stone Skin? Alright, so let's play the Do They Have Panic Ensues game. The Panic Ensues game is just play Arcanum's True Heart, and if they don't concede, they run Panic Ensues. Or Shrivel. They could just have a Shrivel. Well, I have a 1/1 that can't die. And a breach the defenses, which feels very mean. Can I still attack? It does stop me from attacking, though. If I don't attack, will the desertion go away? Oh, okay. I'll just wait then. That's fine. I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna let this happen, and then end step breach the defenses, and that way I get to hold up, saddle up the rest of the game, so they can't triple it. Like, I don't think they bought their shriveling right now. Because they have to win in the air around this, and my deck is good at preventing that. We gonna have a good time. How do I hit the curse? Make sure I hit the curse and not the desertion. Enemy. Okay, great. So I'm gonna try and use Bathing Light just to, well, keep myself alive once. So Panic Ensues doesn't do it now. I mean, they could play Power and Panic Ensues, but let's see if they have the Shrivel. I'm taking 8, and then next turn I'm fogging and gaining 6. No blocks. Are they readying? So if they don't ready up here, then we can assume that they don't have any immediate tricks. We're just going to attack and Bathe in Light. Bathe in Light is so good. I don't believe you. I mean, I do. Wizards knows how to make games. Ooh, they needed that. Nine, 12, 14. So they're one shy. But I want to be able to play out my Party Crasher next turn. That would be nice. I'm going to Bathe in Light now. Ooh, is that worth it? Four in the air. They have to block here. The next turn I can Party Crasher to kill. So 7 puts him to 3. I just want to get the Sharpshooter down and leave up the saddle up so that they can't clear the Sharpshooter and kill me with 14. That would be cool, Duo, if only we had something like that. No, because they had the Tower Lookout. So it would have been 8 and they would have gone to 3. So I just swing out. I've got lethal. By Party Crasher. I think I just go for this. Oh, because Party Crasher takes up 2 blockers. You're right. I was playing around cards they didn't have. Might get it on the next one, but I might need 2. I do like the Eternal story. I'm trying to catch up. Does Eternal need an anime though? Because it wouldn't be about the cards, right? Like it wouldn't be a card game anime. It would be the story of the game, which does not have a lot to do with cards. Hmm. I don't think I can keep this. The amount of power in this hand is not worth inscribing on my good cards. All right, well, we're keeping the Arcanum's True Heart hand. Because I get to just play Arcanum's True Heart on turn 4. All right. Well, first play of the game on either side is Arcanum's True Heart. So let's see if they have an answer for it. Do they have a Panic Ensues or Shrivel? I'm having a piece of sourdough bread with some bruschetta. I mean, there's a lot of Devilmans. I think it's just Griffin Bomber. Graviturgist, I want to be the kind of the last card I play, and I might contract the monk just to keep my life total up. Because I in this situation, I want to use Party Crasher as a removal spell rather than as a way to push damage. Like, I am on the back of this Arcanum's True Heart right now. Like, I'm trying to win with just Arcanum's True Heart. So, like, if this were the Graviturgist on turn 4 or the Bomber on turn 4, then I'd play the Party Crash and try and push damage. But I have inevitability right now. Like, until they do something different, they're going... Martini here has to keep expending resources in order to deal with my board. I'm just going to present that inevitability. And I am going to skip this because I have things I want to do next turn. So we could have deduced some stuff about their hand by the fact they didn't block with Engraver just to make the Totemite. But this is the last turn they can shrivel my Arcanum's True Heart. Once it gets to 7/7, not a lot can kill it. I'm not out of Fire and Shadow, at least. I'll take it. Next turn, I'm going to push a lot of damage through. See, that I'm kind of scared of. I just don't want them to make this Engraver right now. So 6, 7, 8, 12 damage puts them to 7. They crack back for 6, and they need to find 12 more damage with only 4 power. It's not going to happen. I mean, there's a lot of Destroy All Humankinds that can't be regenerated anime duo. So no, I do not have the specific. Alright, one more. Oh. I've never heard of that duo. Who is Severin? Got a very evil sounding name. You ever read 20th Century Boys? That one was fascinating. We are up against Bears Beats Battlestar Galactica. If I had a relic to go with this Prospector, I would keep it. It's pretty weak, but Grumbo's into Unleash is fine. Jelly, how you doing? Everybody check out Jelly. She does some great streams. Justice, good draw. So the question here is, do I platoon now to have a 2-drop, or just wait until turn 4? I think I'd rather wait because I have this double doors. I have other plays to make. Sure thing, Jobin. Let me add it to the queue. Aw. Why? What did you do, Jelly? What are you playing in Expedition? Alright, I think I do just play this to be a 2-2. I think I can assume I win the late game. But I really want to go turn 4 Griffin Bomber, turn 5 Double Doors, turn 6 Platoon. So I'm not going to have time to play this Peacekeeper for a while. So right now it's just a bad Gray Ogre. Love this song. If anyone has a nice duet today and they want to suggest it, I'm in the mood for a nice duet. I want to queue up Powerful next. I'll take 5 damage. If I don't take 5 damage, I'm going to take 5 from this Starving Horror anyway. So let's see. Collection rounds would be terrifying. Let's hope it's not a collection rounds. End turn. Not a collection rounds! Damasi, are you rank 1 in draft? That's awesome. Double doors, cracking for 4s. That's right, Jobin. Write it down. It's very good, good planning. I can't imagine hitting rank 1 in Expedition. That's awesome. That's so much work. Well done. I hit rank 1 in Arena last season. I'm not going to hit it this season. No! Who kills double doors? Who plays Oni inside? Well, fuck you, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Here comes the platoon. That's so cool. I've only been able to draft. I drafted. This is the 3rd day of drafting. I get 1 day a week to draft. My percentage is good though. Well, that's mean. Need a relic, so. I'd rather they kill the platoon than my bomber if they're gonna respond to my challenge. There we go. Ooh, Maul is perfect. I'll take 5 here, and that's fine. Because that's 6, puts them to 14. And then Maul is 5, puts them to 9. Then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is that is a sensationalized. That is the ideal way for this game to play out. But if they have no removal here, then my Stone Scar Maul is lethal, and all I have to do is take 10 damage to make it happen. Oh, this is neat. Here, I'm gonna add this to my playlist. I'm a sucker for a nice nice jazzy piano opening. Oh no! Got board wiped. That's fine. I'm just gonna get in. Just gonna start beating with this Stone Scar Maul. What is this? Stop answering my shit. All right. I'm not going to bother with the desertion because I block. I can fire off a Bathing Light eventually because they are only at 8. Everyone's saddle up. Oh my god. Stop answering my shit. I'm losing to the worst cards, but I am losing. Okay, that was a good top deck. Taking 4. That's fine. It's pretty neat. This is fun. I like drafts like this. Like, respect. Bring it. I will prevent 4 of that. Hmm. Bathing Light buys me 2 whole turns. If I just desert here, so the argument for Bathing in Light this turn is drawing something I can play next turn. But people don't play just one Noter in collects, and if I draw a power, I don't get to play it. So I'm gonna hold this power and pass. And I will Bathe in Light, and I will draw something else that I can play that is relevant. This is a good game, lots of back and forth. Tychus, thanks for the follow. How you doing today? We're having some fun. Taking 5. So this is a 3-turn clock. Well, it's a 2-turn clock, but once I desert, it's going to be a 3-turn clock. However, whatever I desert here is just going to block my True Heart next turn. And I have to be okay with that. I think it's still the Gorillas. It's the same amount of time. But either way, this card is lethal eventually. However, I'm out of cards. What have I got to draw? Saddle up doesn't help. I cut the Hamlet Axe, so I can't get this overwhelmed. Another platoon would be ideal. That's really good right now, because that 2 life, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but that 2 damage is, oof. 5-6. I needed a hell of a top deck. I should have played the Tome. Alright, do they have a burn spell? I need to draw my Party Crasher. Deal with both their blockers. Or any removal spell. Oof. Very lucky. They should have left a creature back. I kind of expected them to leave. So the correct play was to leave 2 creatures back to play around Party Crasher. Because they only had to hit me with 1 creature to have lethal next turn. Yes. Thank you, Tomasi. Now, I meant to play a power that turn. And there we go. All right, Damasi, let's see how much. Let's see if I can get to you today. Wait, did I make it? I think I master. 99. Comment, how you doing today? Okay, that is a really cute emote. There's Damasi. Kincaid is number 2. I'm sorry, Spiverific. Oh, this is Expedition. Okay, Spiverific is still number 2. I felt bad because they got paired down against me earlier. It is cool seeing all the people up here. Hey, Jelly, there you are. All right, let's see how much I can climb today. I did not realize that Fiend and Fiendish were two different people. I loved stealth. I would love to play more stealth mechanics. Bluffing and figuring out what they had was so cool. Vincent, thanks for the follow. How you doing? I remember when you got there, it feels like you can't maintain that #1 rank without playing every day. Touch me. It's so powerful. Love Major Laser. If anyone has any good duets to recommend, I'm in the duet mood. I guess that's true. when I hit #1 in arena, because it's by like win percentage after your last loss, which is weird. But when I hit #1 in arena, I had to win 12 games in a row to get from rank 2 to rank 1. So difficult. I have to imagine this is a similar system. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Jelly, you're the type. You're a true gambler. You get your luck in streaks. You gotta write it out. You gotta identify your bad luck periods and then run them out however you can. It doesn't have to be an eternal though. That's why it's nice having multiple games you play. Just I really just want to keep every hand with Arcanum's True Heart in it because I've won every time I played it. I can keep this. The hand's pretty slow overall, and I'm low on power, but Kickflip Monk does such a good job of holding the ground. Like, Kickflip Monk buys me 3 turns before I need to get anything else down. This deck's 4-0, Zephyr. Deck's great. Did you really not like this deck? This is a perfect draft deck. This deck is very suited to my style of playing card games. I love this effect. So nice. I'm also having a very lucky day. No, this deck's great. We're just going to see how high we can climb today. But this is supposed to be an educational day. So if you have questions, ask. Oh, and I can take coaching redemptions today. This is how you are truly. This is how to be good at Eternal. You just draw what you need when you need it at the right time. Do I care about this Harvester? I think it's more important that I get a body down. See, because having the body down means that if they have a way to deal with this, excuse me, they're incentivized to use it now. No, this is just a very traditional deck. Like, I do well with decks at a traditional power level. No, I know it looks like a mess, but like it's very efficient. Also, every time I play Arcanum's True Heart, I win. Card's cool. Like, if you don't have one of a very few, like, I think this card is the difference. Like, this card is as strong as the Poacher's Menagerie. It just happens to have like the cards that answer it are cards people want to run, like Panic Ensues and Shrivel. Yeah. Yeah, you can Panic Ensues, you can Shrivel, or you can Diminish. But like the only reason this card isn't as good as Poacher's Menagerie is because people are more likely to run. I'm willing to let this die to a pump spell now. Because I have Arcanum's True Heart. I want to run Panic Ensues. I think that card's great. I forgot about Silence, actually. I run Panic Ensues all the time. Panic Ensues is just like you gain marginal advantage with it. So I'm going to go ahead and contract this. Right. So I like Panic Ensues because you can divvy. Like, Panic Ensues rewards people who set up board states for it. So like I like Panic Ensues because if I wait until turn 6 or turn 9 and avoid letting our creatures actively trade, then I can hedge around their combat tricks. Like it's not countered by a single stone skin. I'm going to pay the contract here because I only lose here by them either just having Shrivel, which, you know, sometimes they have Shrivel, or running out of health. So I'm fine just taking a turn off to grow my True Heart. Like, Panic Ensues suits my playstyle, which is planning ahead and figuring out, deducing what they have and playing around their specific answers, which I don't have to do for Arcanum's True Heart. Arcanum's True Heart is like, there's 3 cards I care about now. Joke's on you, it already was void bound. Ooh, that's a great draw. So now I'm going to switch my block from the Happy Harvester to the Rebel Sharpshooter, and then that way I can breach defenses if they happen to have the pump spell. Yes. I have taken like if I already have 2 bust outs, I'll take a Panic Ensues over bust out. I don't want my monk to die like this. That felt mean. That felt so mean. Like they can't attack. That's so mean. It's just the abyss now. Alright. Gonna play my 4-cost 1/1. Yeah. This card is like patently unfair. It has the same sense of inevitability that Poacher's Menagerie has. The difference is like they can't draw an answer for it now. Abyss. It's really good at illustrating how large creatures generate card advantage. Yes. But the responses for this are more likely to be in the main deck. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, sorry, Okinator. Just sometimes you just play a 16-16 and it gets there. Alright, shoot, I'm gonna go get more coffee and then we'll play again. I'll be right back. Thanks, duo. We're back. How you doing today, Titus? Sorry, no time. No time in that hand. Okay, let's just keep. I mean, we got to keep the Arcanum's True Heart hands, right? I think I just want to get the Guardian down before the outer mark. I'm not going to lead on the outer mark. That's how it feels, Comet. They are fast enough. I have to put it on the outer mark. Nope. I need drops. Like, this is what I'm afraid of. This is what beats the Arcanum's True Heart, is just speed. And 2-drop, 3-drop, that's some speed. I think I do need to get the... Yes, but I'm okay with that, because I'm putting down Grumbos and then the True Heart. So if I don't play out this Grumbos, I'm just taking 6. If I do, I'm taking half that. Yeah, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay with that, though. So the option was relevant there. Alrighty. Now this blocks. I'm fine just playing the 4-cost 1/1 with the True Heart. Sure thing, duo. You want to play Eternal? Oh, cool. What format? I actually don't think I have a throne deck built, but I can build a throne deck. No, this is for an MTG pack. Oh no! They did the impossible and answered my True Heart for the very first time. Yeah, that's game. I was all in on the True Heart. Okay, maybe not. I got a trade off here. Take 8, go to 10. Put down 2 elders, trade again. Can I afford to take 12 here? That's okay. Going to 2, and they're out of cards, but they kept their top card, which is scary. Alright, 2 elders isn't bad. Alright, block, put down the rune sword. I've got a 7/7. Oh my god. Alright, well, that they had all the answers and all the damage. Fire's a good card. Let's go again. That was a hell of a curve. They spent all of their power every turn the whole game until they ran out of cards. All right, is it best of 3 duo? All right, so when I do pack duels, I put up a poll. All right, what should Scuffle play? So let's see, I've got Mono Justice, Skyline Time, Burn, and Found. Okay. Hang on, duo. I gotta let people pick the deck. So if you want duo to win a pack, yeah, they did scry that there, so I knew it was something. I didn't expect it would be a lethal spell. All right, so vote. See, what do you want to see me play? Oh, I have duo's 5-color creation deck. I forgot about that one. I don't play a lot of constructed. Yes, best of 3 or best of 1 duo. Your choice. But you gotta choose before this poll ends. All right, best of 3. All right, Mono Justice is been decided. Nope. Too much power. Better. Oh yeah. This is the dirtiest song on my playlist. I really like this deck. It's a little narrow, but I've got answers to just about everything somewhere. All right, so we're gonna lead here to take a card out of the hand. I think it's just gonna be the Gift of the Auric Bank. Because next turn I want to get down my Scalestorm Patrol and keep up Finest Hour. Shit! I just dragged the wrong card out. Oof. That's rough. No blocks. Alright, all I need now is for Spire Loyalists to survive this turn. I'm in great shape. Live. Live, Spire Loyalist. You can do it. Duo knows that I probably win a Spire Loyalist if I this turn. Nah, Duo wants to win. There's no shame in that. But Spire Loyalist plus Hojin, so good. That's right. I've got an 8-12 with lifelink. What are you gonna do about it, Duo? No! I forgot this card existed. I haven't seen this yet. Damn it! He's gonna take it. Is what he's gonna do about it. Right. 8, 9, 10. So I'm not dead. If I block here, I'm taking 13, 14 and going to 2. Yeah, I don't want to have to play the Finest Hour this turn. I mean, this is still a huge threat. This is deadly too. This card is so good. All right. We're on the Hojin plan anyway, so it's fine. can block? Oh, okay. I thought it was something else, but it's fine. I thought this was a rat. I'm out of gas, so I mean, we got a good board state, and whatever I draw next is huge. But he's got still got a full grip, so I'm pretty scared. Hmm, useful. I'm still turning out Gift of the Orc Bank. All right. Do you have? I mean, I got rid of the Gift of the Orc Bank, but Duo can have a lot of scary cards. I think that's all of 4 finest hours. One, two. Nope, that's just my third. I just have such a soft spot for giant growth. Oh no, it's the witching hour. All right, lifesteal killer. I cannot believe I just got witching hour. So let's see, deadly here. Flying. Hmm. I think I have to let something die to the deadly. We got rid of the deadly one. I run the thing that gives +8/+8 also. I'll be able to play Gift of the Orc Bank this turn, but not until after attacks. Wow, Rania is really going to be a problem for this deck overall. I think I need another Loyalist. Good job, Duo. Game 2, let's go. So if you're just joining us, because it looks like a bunch of people did, Duo is dueling me for a pack, which is a redemption anybody can claim. It is a pack of magic cards, though. I guess no sideboarding. How do I challenge people? There it is. Nope. There it is. Hmm. I can keep this. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Which means I do want to play the Stormhawk plating on 1. I love this deck. It's so straightforward. Hmm. That's probably a little better than West right now because he has a lot of good targets for West. Hmm. I still want to just get these Scale Storm Patrols down. The upside to drawing a power on my next turn is too high. Lame. The question here is it worth... He already used the victimless crime. I don't want to waste my... I should have attacked him because I'm going to attack for 4 next turn. Neat. I've got quick draw. I love that little symbol. Okay with this. I'm going to save my Unionist. I just like the Unionist a lot. Okay, West is on the trail. Actually, if they have Gift of the Auric Bank, this is a terrible play. I realized as soon as he came down. Is Forsen someone I should know? This is a cool deck. I like this one. I really like Furious Magniventress. Lame. I'm glad they found a use for Breath of Miviox, because I did not. Everything taunts. I really wanted to get down 2 of these if I could. Yeah, we're just going all in. It's deadly though. I always forget it's deadly. Yeah. I'm gonna have to find us out to keep my patrol alive. I'm gonna pitch this mantle. Well, I might get a surprise kill with the mantle. I don't know if I want to do it. He has to know I run the mantle. I like games where combat tricks are viable at high level constructed play, or just constructed play in general. I think it's worth forcing this trade. No, Giant Growth is not a viable MTG card. Giant Growth is an MTG, but like you don't get to play it in standard. All right, now I'm going to put down the Parliament Elder because Shackles on turn 5 let me turn 6 put down 3 Unionists. She's so cool. Well, that's pretty lame. It stuns itself. That's so lame. Damn it. I was feeling so good about this game. I think I just need to shackles the big one, draw power, play out 3 Unionist. Not the big one, the one that can block. Because at least I block the other 2. That's pretty lame, duo. Will you stop making me discard cards? Claudio-san, how you doing? There's my Unionist. That's right, I'm out of cards, duo. Can't make you discard shit. So nice. I got a you. Lame. Let's take out the Death Toucher for now. This is Pamplemousse. She's so cool. I've been having so much fun with the music. Like, people keep suggesting cool songs. It's like, oh, I'm going to um I'm just gonna add it to the playlist that I have on the stream now. But this is Pamplemousse. I really like her. She's got a cool voice. I really meant to attack with my Elder last turn, but it doesn't actually matter much. Alright, one more power. One more, and I'm in this game all the way. I think it is worth attacking first. Like, they're realistically going to block if I get in for 12 here. Oh. Well, if I attack with both, then the taunt goes here, and they crack back for 1. So, that was a mistake. It was a totemite. Well, yeah, it's going to be worth shackling a Zito. I've never beaten a witching hour before. Like, I've never beaten a resolved witching hour before. All right, game 3 duo, let's go. I think this is NF. I heard it for the first time on the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack, which is still great. coffee. I think we did. Here, I'll back out, Duo. I'll just wait for your challenge. That is very pretty. Has this always been the opening screen? I do love it. That's so cool. Mhm. Nope, can't keep it. I haven't seen him yet. Yeah, we can keep this. May have to use the loyalist, but I have a few turns to decide. We're just putting it down. It's annoying. I think I am okay just silencing the Zito. We'll get down west first. I don't have to worry about killing Zito by accident just yet. Yes, please. I start growing. Stunning and growing and growing and stunning. Lame. I'm glad Rocky Ride sees some play now. Like, it's a good card. Just too expensive before. Well, Duo shredded my hand this time. Okay, that's a good hit. Will you stop taking my wests? Okay. I think I want that to play around that Seal Stronghold that I know is coming. Nah. I like Scepter against Duo. I've got double Magna Ventress. And Duo can't play Seal Stronghold until he gets rid of my Lunar Claw. Aw. Did you get it? Ooh. That deck is sweet. He was probably holding Witching Hour, Seal Stronghold. I was totally out of gas. That was good, Duo. I was totally out of gas. So if you had answered those Magna Vengeance, I would have lost. I believe you, Duo. If you get that one more time, I'll put in a rule. If you challenge me enough, I'll just send you a pack. But I like you challenging me for packs. It's fun. I'll give you a freebie because I still owe you a game played. I've not played Yu-Gi-Oh! I was more willing to play League of Legends than Yu-Gi-Oh! What was the do? Oh, there was a new Adu song I wanted to put on this list. This isn't Adu, this is Eureka. I just got reminded of a song I wanted to listen to, though. Alright, Kickfoot Monk keeps me alive, and I have a Seek Power from my fire. I'll draw out. Alright, where is this song? Put it in music? Yeah. People post a lot of good music to my channel. I like that about my channel. Monk. Monk is just such an overpowering 2-drop. I would love to, Duo. Although I don't know that I can commit that much time, generally speaking. I did work on... I don't know how old everyone is here. Do you remember the Great Designers Search? I'll see if I can hold out until turn 6 for the Parliament Elder. I'm just going to not play anything for a bit. I'm willing to saddle up here on the bear. Oh, I'd be happy to help out a bit. I think that's awesome. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take this Cloud Snake for free. Free snake. Free snake. Snake. You're not so bad, so bad. Funny name, though. Is it worth attacking here when they're just gonna trade with a bear? Yeah, because I can put down the sharpshooter. Try and incentivize a different block here. Hope it's not a Thunder Pop. No, it is a Thunder Pop. I'm getting Thunder Pops. That's okay. I'm going to recoup that card advantage with my Unleash. Dog, how you doing? Thanks for cheering. I do love that noise when you cheer bit. We just hit Masters. We're ranking up. You don't hear the bit sound? Oh no, I gotta figure out how to make it so that people can hear the bit sound. It's so pleasant. I'll make an effort to change that. If I swing with both, they're probably trading or just free blocking. That's not worth it. So let's get down some power. So they do have this Brigade Hall. So the fact that they didn't activate the Brigade Hall says they have something else that they want to play. And whether that's a... I don't think it's just a trick, because then they would have attacked. So, Elders down. By getting with both Elders, that's a whole extra Grumbos platoon. I gotta put in a skip redeem so people can skip songs. Alright, we'll scry first. Unless... I was gonna say, unless this is a double doors, I'm just playing out all 3 platoons. And next turn, I'm attacking with everything and using Bathing Light to make sure I win that combat. Aw, my Elder Mark. I was gonna draw a card. It's okay, I have better. I haven't, but I've been thinking about it because my brother plays, and I need more games I can play with my brother. Like, right now I've been playing Overwatch just because I'm good at Overwatch. Like, I have a bad habit of only wanting to play games that I'm pretty good at. But I think, I don't know, I've got enough of an audience now that I can kind of play more games. But tonight I'm playing GTFO, which is a fun one. That's a horror game. I'm doing horror games through the end of the month, but then I'm going to have 2 weeks to fill with kind of more random games that I just want to play. This is this is from the One Piece soundtrack, the upcoming movie. All right, if I swing out, they block, 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 take 6. I'm gonna pass. Block, 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 or block and block. Either way, 6 is all I punch through for. So that's 12 puts them to 7. But if I punch through for 6 this turn and 6 next turn, 6, 12, 15, that's not enough damage. We're gonna pass. We're going to be a little risky here, overall. Okay, so that's a huge problem. That's a very big problem. I can play both of these. Okay, we can make this work. It's gonna be a grind. I have to grind through their attacks. That's on you, dog. Why restrict yourself? He gets 3 Crinkle Boys? Alright. I just have to bathe in light now. Or these Crinkle Boys are going to wreck my board. What I need is Arcanum's True Heart. Arcanum's True Heart is how I win this game. Digging for the True Heart. That's not a true heart. I block pretty well, though. They can only use the Brigade Hall. Can't respond? On my train, yeah, my little train, my train. No, Hmm. I have me here. Yeah. Don't think it's worth deserting anything. It does turn off an Alpha Strike. The problem is this Ice Glider. Because I can desertion, breach the defenses, triple block. Hmm. So I'll need a pump spell in the next 2 turns. Yeah, that's going to be game. I needed Arcanum's True Heart or more Unleashed than they had. How did this get +1/+1? Oh, they hit it with Ancient Lore. We're going to scoop. This point in Arcanum's True Heart does not get me there. Thanks, Tutor. That was fun. Wait, Tutor, are you? I'm so bad. It was a very good game. I can keep this. Ah, I play against you all the time. I didn't realize. That was a great game. You pumped that Greenstitch Griffin. I'm like, oh no. I needed a true heart against you. Useful. So I'm looking to play one of these next turn, and I might just shoot down this bat. Okay. I'm okay with them using a shrivel here. Because that means they don't have a shrivel for my Arcanum's True Heart. I thought I was gonna get you. I thought I was gonna get you with that. Ooh, I think it's just the saddle up. I I probably should have saved my breach. I have very little removal. I thought I was like, you just had too much unleash. All right. Oh God, why does everyone have the Rat King today? think it's all right. Is it worth letting this live? If I stun it, I think I just have to deal with it. It's such bad value. I'm trading my 5-drop for the 3-drop, and they get 2 1/1s still. Not worth the 5 health right now. That was a fun one. I do that. No! Stop collecting, Notarin. Stop it. You just had the Ice Glider was a problem because I had 3 removal spells for your flyers, but that was not quite enough. I thought I selected already. I don't need a hand. I'll be fine. I'll just keep hitting you for 6, I guess. Alright, so that's what looks like they got Sigil and Eldermark. I get to survive a hoof stomp. I'm still got them on a 2-turn clock. Hey, there's a blocker. A good blocker. I think it's funny that you have to snowball your own stuff. You can't just fire it at me without dealing damage. Hey, buddy, you're going a little fast. Can you slow down? Going too fast. Good boy, but you can't eat so much in one day. It's bad for you. I'll give you more tomorrow. Sorry, dog is going too hard on this bone. You're very good, but you've eaten enough of that. Can't have that much raw hide. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's bad. You're so good. Ooh, does that get me there? But this has to attack. If I lead this back, I don't get to kill the embezzler. But they have to block one of these. 3, 4, 5. I think I got it. So I've got Stone Skin and Breach. As long as I kill their units, we'll be okay. So that's, I mean, I can get there on just the Stone Skin? Close one. But you hold me back, and that's the sound of me not calling you back. Why, man, great did they gotta be great? All right, 6 and 2. Let's get that last win. See, Alex has been ranking up a lot. I guess he's going for 3 wins in a row. 3 open wins in a row. Something more exciting. Bom bom be dum bom be. Hey, I'm glad you're back with your bitch. I mean, who'd want to hide this? I will never, ever, 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 ever be your side chick. I put the singing single. Ain't worried about a ring on your finger. So you can tell your friends. Shoot your shot when you see him. It's okay, he already in my DMs. This is such an icon. New man on the Minnesota Vikings. Truth hurts, needs just something more exciting. Bum bum be dum be dum bum be. I need one more player. Come on. I got time for maybe 2 more drafts, maybe just one. How many 7-0s do you think it takes to hit number 1 right now? Or just trophies? I do like this wiggly snake, Claude Dussault. This is a keep. We'll keep this. I do really need a relic. I'd like to avoid playing my kickflip monk. But I'm fine playing it on turn 2 because it keeps me alive until I can get 2 Grumbos down. Well, that's scary, but kickflip monk is a great blocker here. I can't attack, so we'll pass. And I want to play the Elder Mark, but I need to get the Monolith Guardian down first. Rude. Did I play this just to invoke? I need to scry. Nice. Get up. Get up. No, no, no. Get up. I'm going to take the card this turn. And the next one I can breach and Ramba's challenge. Oh. 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 Yes, I'm okay with that, Corbo. How you doing? Like, it's a conscious decision. Hmm. Let's invoke. Ooh. I'll take the. I could just take the orb to get to be a 7/7, or I could take Caleb just to be because he's strong. Caleb or orb? I'm gonna take the orb. Play down the bathing light. And then I get to breach here, block here. Such a little thing, you sure are in your own way. Or do I just breach here? No, because I'm about to have a good blocker for that. I'm free! Get up, nah, nah, nah. Get up. Get up, nah, nah, nah. Put your head on, Jake. I'm not gonna make it, Korath. Alright, so they have a sigil too. I'm doing GTFO tonight, and then tomorrow is Phasmophobia. All right, if I hit for 7, they crack back for 4, and I block, go to 10. It's a video game. It's like, yeah, I got invited to play. It's like an SCP game. It's like Suicide Squad. I am gonna just try and race with my 7/7 because I know I'm gonna put down 4 Grumbos platoons next turn. Yeah, I'm doing video games tonight and tomorrow night, Gorath. Lame. Take 7, go to 3, crack back for 11, 12, 13, puts them to 4. I know they've got a fire sigil. Yeah, I got a block because I don't have a flying blocker next turn. Push you to 8, hoping I don't die next turn. Rumbo. They do get to make 3 blockers if they want to. Block, block, block. Take 4, 5, 6. This song was already played today. I'm surprised they didn't just make the 3 blockers. They must have a reason. Like, do they need this relic for something? Are they trying to get a big attack off? If I swing out, they don't have. They do have to block here, and they block, block, kill, or block, block, take 6. Which means if I put down the Nascent Wisps, they do have to block here, but then they keep their 4/3. Puts me in a danger range. I think I do just go to the danger range. They have 2 cards that they've managed to avoid playing this whole game. We're just attacking with my 7/7. Down 1 Bathing Light. I can still play it. Hey, there we go. Get a flyer down in case they have a pump spell of some sort, and pass. Oof. That's 8 damage. So I have to block with at least 2 things anyway. Oof. Alright, so that's 8, 7, 6. I think they got me here. I needed this to come down a little bit later in order to have been fine. And that was not a good draw. Revenge is cool like that. Yeah, turn 1 carry axe mount. Was here the whole game. Damn. Alright, let's draft again. Couldn't quite get that 7th win, but we still netted 1,500 gold, so let's do it again. Ooh, a foil Rockfort. This is a great pack. We've got Bone Picker, Rockfort, Looter, and Shrivel. I'm really interested in the Bone Picker or the Shrivel, just as the strongest cards in the pack. Rockfort is pretty good, but I don't like committing to 2 colors from the beginning, which kind of just puts me on Shrivel. But Shrivel is very good in general, and I'm pretty happy to see it, so I'm going to grab it. Lake Terror. It's the day I try and make Lake Terror work. It's each turn. You can't even leave it back to block. So sad. Could take the Platoon and go Xenon. Reinvigorate and Tomb are both solid, but I think it's just Platoon. Platoon is so good. Praxis, Duster, or Mountain Goliath. I'm going to take the Duster because this card is very, very strong. Intruder Alarm is essentially a tapped power. It's just another power. And it has a place, but Friendly Visit is a lot stronger here. Other than that, Makeshift Berry is the only card that I consider worth trying to play. Collection rounds. This card is great now. Field Captain and Legion Adept are both fine, and Loose Strung Bow is actively good. Felon Adept. That's such a late Felon Adept. I will splash for Felon Adept. Yeah, I'll splash Primal for Felon Adept. The card's great. Ooh, Full Tilt or Chemtrail Burst. This is overall a pretty weak pack. Well, I'll take the Chemtrail Burst. Chemtrail Burst gets better the more collection rounds you have. Striker Rich is playable if I get enough Grumbo's platoons. But I'm not likely to play any of these cards. Like, I'll play Backlash if I end up heavier Primal. And Sharpshooter if I end up heavier Fire. Feed the Flames is okay without being very good. Take Backlash. I'll splash it. It's a late enough Gron to interpret it as a signal. But I've got a collection rounds and a Grumbo's platoon, so I'm going to see if I can draft the Chemtrail Burst deck. Nevermore or Grizzled Hermit. I'm going to be taking the Nevermore. None. Ooh, hey, it's a Grim Reminder. Argent Port Adept is excellent. Grumbo's Platoon is excellent. But Grim Reminder is nice. It has Inscribe and it triggers Frenzy every turn. Gives you a little bit of inevitability, a little bit of survivability, and it's a relic. Ooh. I'm going to take the Bone Picker, but Resonance Wave is worth noting, and so is Hour of Linray. I just need units at this point. Hour Prospector, that Maul is interesting, but Hour of Gerdov is the best Hour. They're all pretty playable. Like, they're nice because they're relics that replace themselves, and I like this Prospector, but I want to make sure I have the Hour before I take the Prospector. This is a good 2-drop. I don't think it's better than Temple Looter. Yeah, with Chemtrail Burst, Temple Looter gets a lot better. I'm going to take the Temple Looter. Pugilist, Consuming Greed, and Associate are all solid, but Through the Unknown is just actively great. You can get a lot of value out of that card. Maiden Men is playable. Maniacal Reveler is okay, but that Green Stretch Griffin is a good signal, and I'm going to take it. Bat, Insight, Gorger. Gorger's solid. I'm just going to take the Bat. It's a good 2-drop flyer. Graviturgist with a platoon and a Green Stretch Griffin already here. Strike is good. Sorry, I should slow down a bit. Mercenary's nice. Ooh, what a pack. The Tormentor is really good. But I think Marison's Legacy is just better. Yeah, I'm going to take Marison's Legacy. I consider this card to be a bomb. 3 bodies from 1 card. Ooh, another really good pack. They All Fall, Victimless Crime, or Eavesdrop. So They All Fall is just a good removal spell. I would end up cutting Fountain Adept, Green Stretch Griffin. That's really it, though. And if I'm going to be... Like, I can play Marison's Legacy and They All Fall in the same deck. Or I can take the Victimless Crime and keep... So, They All Fall is a little bit better, but Victimless Crime leaves me open to being 3 colors. And Teriak's Mount is also very strong. Oh, this is a tough one. How am I generating card advantage? Chemtrail Bursts and collection rounds? Shadow is definitely what I want to be in, though. I think it is going to be Victimless Crime. Still, that's a late sill. I'm just not fiery enough for that. Sarasaur and Cloudline Shaman is a bomb if you are heavy enough primal, but I don't think I am. I'm just going to take the Sarasaur. It's a good card. Yeah. Lots of good cards in that pack. But Midnight Disappearance is a good card in this pack. Toxic Wisp. Really late Toxic Wisp. Eavesdrop. Orgov's Wares if I want to splash for it, but I'm still looking for Inscribe cards. I want off-color Inscribe more. I'm still not committed to Primal. Like, Green Stretch Griffin and Fountain Adept are good, but not worth it on their own. Disciplinary Studies is a reasonable relic if I want to have a relic sub-theme, but I don't think I do. I think I just want the Midnight Hunter for power. That's a second midnight. Whoa! I want all 5 of these cards. I would play all 5 of these cards. I'm running just 2 colors. It's been so long since I ran 2 colors. Hmm. I'm definitely the right colors. I read my signals well this time. And the question is, do I run this Scale Hide and this Green Stretch Griffin, or just jam an Ursary Rider? Like, I'm not going to contract it much, but it's just a solid body. 2 cost 2/3 is nice. Isn't necessary. I want to play this on 4. I guess I have a lot of 2-drops that I want to play a little later. 11, 13, 23 cards. Good removal. Use a better late game. The Midnight Experience is good for that. Scale Hide for the splash. I'm gonna take the Scale Hide. I might not run it. Carnosaur Indifference is great, but I love Inscribe cards. I'll take another Midnight Hunter. This is a great Midnight Hunter. And Ritual Dagger is so good with collection rounds. Oh boy. I think I take Lights Out here. Yeah, definitely taking Lights Out. So much good removal now. Second Graviturgist. Panic Ensues. It would be the other card I'm interested in. The removal is so good. I don't think I need Panic Ensues. I'm going to take the Graviturgist. Panic Ensues or Elder Mark. I love Argent Port Adept, though. I take Panic Ensues. I do have 2 Chemtrail Bursts. Like, Tools of Oppression is nice when you have, like, 5 playable. If you have 5 or more playable Unleash cards. I'm going to take Panic Ensues, though. Marshall is great, but I want Stone Skin right now. Someday I'll make Breath of Miviox work. But probably not at this point. It's too late in the format. 13 units is barely enough. Oh, I do have collection rounds, so I don't really need the Mercenary. I might play the Dune Wave, though. I'm just going to be nice. Enjoy your other card, your good cards, everybody. Nobody's in Rakano. This card's good now. X. I might splash that. I might splash that. All right. Well, should be an easy build. Gonna build it and go get some water. I have too much removal. Such a good problem to have. All right, well, first let's get out everything that isn't strictly useful and count my Inscribe. 3 Inscribe, so that means I still want 16 power with this deck. It's just 8 and 8. Probably. I'll revisit it after I finish. All right. Good 2s, good 1s. 2 Gravitargers to reset Toxic Wisp, Sarasaur, Platoon. I would have liked 1 more Platoon for this deck. Puts me at 20 sources of power. So 1, 2, and probably Dune Wave or Panic Ensues. The Flyers deck is kind of a problem for me. But Panic Ensues is just as good against that deck. Got the Dune Wave. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some more water, and then I will play this deck. Here we go. I have a bad habit of tagging ears at ears instead of at ears 827. Touch me, so powerful, I can feel it when you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful. I want to pick some songs. Touch me, so powerful. Energy when you hold me, when you touch me. So powerful. Why can't I listen to Blue Boss anymore? I guess that means it was taken off. Ooh, so lack of shadow hurts, but I do have all 3 time that I need to cast this Marison's Legacy, and I'll get shadow eventually. I don't need it for a while. Torgov's where's who's Torgov? Do I know who Torgov is in the story? I like traders with a D, not a T. Hmm. I don't think I care that much about getting a 2/2 down this turn. So I'll just pass, and I'm going to Temple Looter at their end step. And then I get to put down Hour of Grodov on my turn. It's going to be a token-style game. Still worth it. I really just need Shadow now. But I don't need it this turn. I'm okay waiting to block. I want to draw a card. Draw a card, gain 3 is fine for 2. That's not Shadow. We're just going to put this down and pass, and then I can Stone Skin to block. But a Shadow, and I'm fine. I think this is worth the risk, and this is a big risk. But I have cards, and they're cheap. And I'm going to be spending a lot of time just playing platoons. And I'm scared of this. It just keeps building. I'm so scared of the Channeler, especially out of this color combo. End turn. All I need is a Shadow. Come on. I guess it's not that likely. Yay, Shadow. I think I just pass. Get down a collection rounds and a victimless crime. No, if I put down 2 Grumbo platoons next turn, I get to have a much more proactive stance. Because they're not going to do anything with the Guardian until it has until they have a relic. Ooh, okay. So they're out of cards. Once they have a relic, I have to worry a bit, but until then, I just get to develop my board ahead of theirs. How greedy am I feeling? Very. Nah, I'm gonna have 4 3s with Death Touch. Oh, they figured it out. Lame. Like they just ran out of cards this game. They knew I had a reason. All right. Remember when I was earlier when I was talking about how Panic Ensues is good when you have a deck and a play style that incentivizes um I was trying to give it Death Touch first. Continue. Well, I was just gonna Panic Ensues here, but I don't have to anymore. I think I'd rather just keep my guy alive. Like they're in so much trouble here because I don't actually understand what happened to give them like I have 4 cards in hand to their 1 now. So block, block, 1. Yeah, I'm just gonna Marison's Legacy. As long as they don't have Skycrack Synthesis, it feels good. And I still have lots of Grumbos. There we go. Now they can't. Now I won't bounce off of them. Attacking with everything that goes through the 1/4s. And I get to go for lethal next turn. And even if they manage to counter with my lethal, I have Midnight, or I have the Grumbles Platoon. Classic, how you doing? We're just ranking up a bit. This song's so cool. Like, I don't know. The Hololive Girls are variable, but P can make music really well. Pretty good. I'm streaming and I'm happy about it. I'm going to be doing this for 45 more minutes. And then, oh no, it's Bofa. What am I going to do? I'm going to keep. I'm good. I'm just going to turn to Grumbo's Platoon so that I can pick it up a little bit later. I appreciate you playing tonight, Plastic. I'm looking forward to it. I thought that, like, GTFO feels like your avatar in a terrible, terrible universe. Oh, do make sure it's up to date because there was a big update, I think 2 days ago. I don't really want to just throw my Grumbos into this Tinker. Lame. You, if you think you made it halfway through the tutorial, you're right at the end of the tutorial. I think I'm just gonna Panic and seize the flyer. Boom, boom, boom. Never been in love before. What the fuck are fucking feelings, yo? Once upon a time I was a hoe. I don't even want a hoe no more. Got you something from the liquor store. Little bit of Lizzo and some more. Dude, forgot I was streaming. It's a great song. That's turn. It's very quick. You have to like kill 2 things. And most of it you will pick up pretty easily as we go. I think this is a song that made Lizzo like huge. All right, you win. I'm putting down my Grumbos. I am grumboing this Tinker. I need to grumble the Tinker so that I can draw power, dust here. Ooh, unexpected. I'm still on just draw a fourth power, and I have time to do it. This hand is great with a fourth power, and I feel like I should add a 6. I have 16. Maybe I should be on 17 power with this deck. I don't know what Rude. Alright, I'm gonna dust here. And if they kill it, that's fine. I'll just pick it up again. Sounds like Patrick Stewart. Think they have a saddle up? Stoneskin. That's way better for me than a saddle up. I'll take a 2-for-1. I'll take every 2-for-1 you have to offer. Here comes the platoons. Yeah, Gravitar, I'm happy to play. Gio, how you doing? Good to see ya. Hope you're having a good day. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we are full on the Grumbo train. Here comes 9 power worth of Grumbo's platoons. I love Xenon. I love the way Xenon plays. It's like I like a clogged board in my control deck. Hey, nice! Your card dealt with 1/3 of my card. Sorry, I'm being mean. Oh, your 2 cards dealt with 2/3 of my card. That was a good draw. We gonna have a good time. I get to just pass, holding up Shrivel, and then end step through the unknown and collection rounds. To the sun, on the way. I'll take it to the sun. Ooh. I don't know why I went up so many ranks. I have no idea how the ranking system works in Eternal. I usually just hit Masters to for the buy. How many gems is it to enter the open? Because I might just spend the gems playing drafts. Well, I was just gonna wait until my platoon died and then void that. Like I was very much on the long-term game plan there. Platoon's so good. I love the platoon decks. I'm glad people kind of caught on to how strong it was. What would a one cost unleash creature be busted? A 1 cost 0/1 with unleash and no other text. It accomplishes the same thing, Geo, but it takes more power. Ooh. We're gonna throw this back. I don't have enough early plays. Yeah, you're probably right. This I can keep. It's Derek. Hi, Derek. I don't know if I've met Derek outside of this. Like, outside of just playing against them, but I played against them quite a bit. Fair enough, Geo. I mean, like, I guess it's okay if you gotta jump through some hoops. We gonna have a good time. The longer this game goes, the better shape I'm in. However, that's going to be a little tough considering I only have 1 unit. So I'm going to look to try and pull 2 cards worth of value out of my Shrivel. He just wants to activate this next turn, so we're racing right now. Ears, hey! Ears, if you haven't played, I don't know if you played GTFO yet, but there is a short tutorial that is a good idea to start. And if you have played before, there's an update a few days ago. So make sure you have it updated. Yay! You don't really need to. It's just to keep things moving quickly. Like last time, ooh, that was a really good draw. Because I'm scared of that card. Now I've got Shrivel and Chemtrail Burst and a plan to Lights Out. It's so scary. It's going to be great. I like playing those games with Demon Dad because Demon Dad gets scared but is not as much of a scaredy cat. So if I just Shrivel, then these trade and I crack in for 4. And if I don't Shrivel, then I trade a Chemtrail Burst. So I get to either way. I have to spend one of these cards, and it's just a matter of which one. But I go down more units, and I get to keep more pressure on if I just Shrivel. Mercenary is better the more removal you have. The better control. So just because this is an honest to God, this is a very helpful piece of advice. The more removal you have, the better this card is. And the collection rounds buff was really good for Tensky Mercenary because if you already have collection rounds, those will be clearing out their 1/1s, unless they of course have their own collection rounds. What I really want to do is just draw power, put down the Marison's Legacy, and then get a wipeout with this Chemtrail Burst. Hopefully Derek can't hear me right now. What? This is a Demon Dice emote? That's so cool. Ooh. He's trying to double block? I'm fine with that. They don't know how strong my hand is. And they don't know that I'm going to mind draw out their very last 2 cards. Yeah, I bet everybody wants to make emotes for her. We just heard one of her songs. Ooh, you got... These are all her emotes? She really is just so cool. I don't have 3 time. No! I need a time sigil. We're racing 2 damage at a time right now. It's a good card. Gonna get rid of it. Null Blade, you say? I can play it. Yeah, we'll just Null Blade. Null Blade, and then Grim Reminder. -4, sticky fingers. Let's see if they block. All right, 6 turn clock. Grim Reminder's so cool. Sense of inevitability for your control deck. What a hand. My hand is just removal spells. I'm just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait until Grim Reminder kills them. Sitting behind my suite of removal. All right. Climbing, climbing. I'm gonna load up some demon dice now. I've liked so many demon dice songs. The first album. Well, if you want to share a song, it's only 500 channel points. Oh my god, Gang Gang Kawaii. Right. Three Demon Dice songs coming up, which is very much the opposite of this current song. Having trouble finding me a game. Where is everybody today? God, I had started this Magic quick draft. Probably play some when I walk the dog. I got yelled at for playing ranked matches. I don't know Igosa. Let's. Oh, it's a Demon Dice song. Oh, thank you. Can I keep this? I'll have to inscribe the Grim Reminder, but I do have the combo of Platoon Graviturgist, so a turn 2 collection rounds, turn 3 Bone Picker, turn 4 Platoon, turn 5 Graviturgist feels great. Hello. This is going to go very well for me and very poorly for them. This card was I considered this to be one of the better 2-drops in the format, but the fact that collection rounds always deals with it, no matter what, really hurts how good the Thrill Seeker is. Because even if they shoot you, so if I play collection rounds and they shoot me in response to trigger their frenzy and give it flying, like that's fine, but eventually I'll be able to block it. And even if they don't attack because they suspect I have collection rounds, then the taunt still kills it. Not every deck needs straight power. Just curving out and answering whatever your opponent is doing efficiently is good enough a lot of the time. Next. See, I think they're more likely to. Well, they can't double block because I have taunt. Yeah, this deck is really strong, Titus. I just got very efficient things to do at every point of the curve. And like so much late game Grumbo's platoon shenanigans. Nice. I'm head on board. Ooh, that is very unexpected. Do they have the Beaker Blast? All right, well, we're gonna go Grumbo's Platoon and then Graviturgist again, and then through the unknown. This is gonna be a slog. This is a Grumbo v Grumbo slog. Although they are more inclined to be an aggressive deck, and I am still at 25. All right, I do need one more power. Lame. Could just loop Graviturgist back and forth. Really, I think I just want to get this up to 4 toughness. So we'll attack. And we'll get this up to 4 toughness. And that way I can block up a platoon. And if they want to spend a spell here, they can spend a spell. But I'm way more interested in getting the spells out of their hand because of these platoons. So maybe I should have held back the Graviturgist just to block. One. Two. Thank you, Princess Crystal. How are you today? That's very sweet of you. The song is so inspiring. Ooh, an hour of Grodov. Well, this is gonna hurt. Unexpected. We're just gonna out-platoon them this game. Through the unknown. There's not a lot of point in me getting this up to a 4-3 right now, because it's still just trades with their platoons. And that's what I'm most interested in right now, is trading with their platoons. I should have attacked with my Graviturgist as well, because putting them to 6 here means that I automatically have lethal next turn. And I wasn't going to block anyway. Oh dear. That's a problem. Well, I did not mean to do that. I meant to attack first. But it's fine because I get to hold up Shrivel here. If they have a burn spell, I'll die. And that's fine. I meant to attack first and kill them. This is a May. Okay, now I just get to seem like a toxic player. I just want to put down more Grumbos. I mean, this is about as much of a throw as you can have. But I get to seem like a toxic player. And like I just wanted to put down more Grumbos. They do have a lot, like there's lots of lethal spells they could have here. Like that. Oh my god. Alright, well I did just throw that game. But that's okay. Let's play again. If anybody ever wants to play Vermintide with me, that is the Humble Bundle right now. And I was going to buy a whole bunch of copies and just give them to people, but it turns out you're capped on the number of copies you can buy. Hmm. I can keep this. It's been a while since I threw that badly. I've made mistakes before, but I just played the wrong card altogether. I'm very scared of this card. So hopefully they don't just have a burn spell here. But a turn 2 Stone Scar Adept is just about the scariest thing you can see. Oh my god, a warding shot. No box. That does tap them out. I think I have to Panic Ensues and block. So Panic Ensues. So I take 1 less damage. Blocked trade. And this is not ideal. But I do get to put down a Graviturgis and block, and then start just Midnight Disappearancing it. So block, it's bad. I don't like it. I go to 12. Midnight Disappearance here. If I disappear here, I take 4. If I disappear here, they replay it off the Etched Totemite. So I can wait a bit. Grim Reminder or Midnight Hunter? Or is it just Bren's Insight? Grim Reminder does put me back into this game, but it's pretty slowly. I'm gonna take the Insight here. Just dig. Oh god. Hyper aggro. Well, put down 2 units so I live. Why is this a 7-4? Oh, because we got Warcry. Think he's got me. I can't think of anything I can invoke here that would give me the game. He was just too fast. Damn. Oh, sometimes usually the first throw. The first throw tends to turn my luck around. Strangers. Is there like a reveal? Do we know who the strangers are? This is a good keep. I'll avoid inscribing the eavesdrop if I can. Backed. All right, well, with that, I am just trying to cast eavesdrop. I just want the mind rot. Well, mind rot and midnight disappearance post mind rot. I haven't heard this song. Tapping on the glass. You can do it, Akio. Right. What happens if I eavesdrop and they can't play anything? Or and they time out? Is it just random? Woot to power. Fine with that. That's fine. I'm scared of Mother Zora, so we're just gonna put this back. It's nice. I don't really want any of these, but I will play the unit. I thought I heard her whole discography, but I just don't remember it, perhaps. I don't remember what I hear quite as well as other stuff. Hmm. Do I want to Midnight Disappearance just to invoke? I don't think I do, because they'll get to replay it. Or they don't get to replay it because it has Aegis. But I don't care enough about this card right now. Maybe I was supposed to play the Hunter just to block it, though. Are they going to pay 7 just to give Ice Glider +1/+1? Oh, no. Yeah, that's fine. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I want the permanent flyer. And I'll pass. In case they eavesdrop, I want to still be able to Midnight Disappearance. Hmm. I think I need to invoke right now. Aegis, I still get to invoke if this pops in Aegis, right? Yeah. Kidnapper or Shrivel? I just take the Shrivel. I don't want them to make it a 5/5. 6 turn clock here. See if the Hunter gets there. And give it +5/+0. Neat. It does make blocking very difficult. Four. I should have played this so I could draw another power. No plays. Neat. I'm fine with this trade. They might have a forced stall here. I'm fine with that too. I mean, they paid 3 mana to kill my 3-drop. I'm fine with that. Rowan. I love the bone picker. It's so cool. No blocks. I'll race this. 8, and then plus 8 is 16. This is worth playing out. Do I get the same number of chemtrail bursts? They gotta have something here. Continue. That's 4. 12 damage. I'm still hitting for 12 here. And they probably have something, but I'm okay forcing it out of them right now. Aww. In that case, I'm playing out my bat. Alva, how you doing today? I'm doing well. Alright, let's just play around an additional reverberating strike. So now I got lethal if any of the Can I take 10? If they have a stone strike, I'll die. So I can't. I can't take 10. But I do have lethal off just my hunter here. So I'm playing around stone strike, stone skin. And going for it. I did the math very carefully. And if they have a caloric mix, I'll just die. My other option would be friendly visit, but I think it is more likely that they have nothing than that I hit something relevant in their top 2 cards. Attack for 9. Yeah! This is Eternal. How you doing, Oliwanto? Jumpy 2006, thank you for the follow. How you doing today? So this is Eternal. It plays like significantly more complex Hearthstone because there's still instance and you still have to plan a little better. It's adjacent to Magic, but it's still it has a lot in common, but it's much cheaper to play for, like, it's much easier to do free to play. And I really enjoy it. But if you have any questions, if you play, well, Olawanto, what other games do you like to play? It's like Dominaria, so it depends on the format. And in this format, so it's a little bit like Dominaria in this format. So this format here, actually. All right. So the mechanics for this format all play better than they sound. So they are Unleashed. So Unleashed says when you play this card, you add a copy to your hand. So you can lean into the mechanics as hard as you want. So this is a Xenon control deck, and the factions are Shadow is black, Time is like it's somewhere between white and green in MTG. So like this is a deck where I play Grumbo's Platoon, and like I'll play it on turn 4, and I'll play 2 copies of Grumbo's Platoon, and then on turn 5, Tenure Graviturgus says put this card into your hand and give it +1/+1. So when Grumbo's Platoon becomes a 3/2. Now it's a 3/2 every time I play it. It'll copy itself as a 3/2. Like it creates tangible copies. Inscribe lets me play it as a land, but like cards like Lights It Out. So this is fine if it's just 4 to kill an enemy unit. That's a 4-mana removal spell, but at 8 mana it's even better. And then if you look at the card, it's the cost is 4 and the influence is Shadow. So those are 2 separate costs that I need to have access to. Shadow is just something that I have in play. So like here, this will make a lot of sense as we play. But like if you play Magic, I can get you up to speed in Eternal by the end of this game. And there's a few big differences, but all of them are pretty easy to track. So like the power and influence system as two separate costs is so interesting. I love the way it plays. Um, and then the rather than just like instance being something you can always play, there are specific times. Taxdu, hey Taxdu, how you doing today? Good to see ya. Oh shoot, I only have okay. This is gonna be my last game of Eternal, and then I'll be taking a short break for food and dog walking, and then I'm playing some GTFO with Ears and Plastic and my demonic dad. Little Devin do all in. Hmm. Hmm. How was work? Hmm. Hmm. Notifications. Hmm. I'm so sorry, Taxdu. That's I mean, mandatory overtime is bad enough for like labor, but doing taxes on mandatory overtime usually means that there's a problem somewhere that you're addressing, huh? Mandatory overtime is like that's a horrifying sentence. That should not be a thing. Ooh, so I've got a great hand here. So I've got Raised Dead. Killer lets me attack. It lets me fight. Just getting down to Grumble's Platoon early is low risk because I have this Through the Unknown to pick it up again later. So like I'm fine just playing this as a 2 mana 2/1. But so everybody who's here who normally plays MTG, all of these sigils will give me one power and one influence of that type. But there's things that'll give me power without any influence. And it's important that I have nothing that has double time, but I have a triple time influence card on turn 6. Oh, Ritual Dagger. I see. Hmm. All right, so I want to get a Grumbo's platoon down, and I'm gonna sort of abandon this Grumbo's platoon. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it Killer with my Saddled Ceratosaur, and then much, much later, a few turns from now, I'm going to just let it die and then pick it up again and play a whole bunch of them. Except actually, I'm just playing down this 1/1 that must be blocked of Able with Death Touch because I drew it. So if they attack here, that means they're willing to make this trade, and if they're willing to make this trade, it's because they have something better to play. But it looks like they don't have anything better to play because they didn't make the attack. They played a Shockland. That's fine. Hmm. Grumbo's in. And Mind Rot. Always nice Mind Rotting the last two of the last three cards. Ooh, that Mountain Goliath. Unexpected. So now the question is, Do I pick up the 6/6 that grows, or do I go for the Grumbo's plan? And I don't really have a good idea of what they're doing yet. So let's attack first. Hmm. Hmm. I think I want to be on the Grumbo's plan. Let's give this killer. For later. Thunderpop. Lame. Oh, I did not know that, Stammered. Thanks for the heads up. I'm willing to race. Let's go. I did no idea, Stammered. Thank you. Fight. Yes. Ooh, it's a good final card to have. No box. Killer Platoon. So this is, I have three, yeah, that's fair. Once the Killer Platoon comes down, do I stop here? All right, I think I have to stop here because now I am officially Mythic ranked 420 and Masters rank 69. All right. Yeah. All right. So everybody, I'm going to call it there for Eternal. And normally I just pause here, but I have to take the pup and get a little something to eat. And I will be back with GTFO in about half an hour. And I'll be playing with Demon Dad, Plastic, and Ears tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Be sure to stop by if that's a game you're interested in. It's really scary. Basically, we will be playing as we are people who are suicidally being forced to go free a base from aliens. It's going to be a lot of fun. Demon Dad is a great shooter, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's see who is playing Eternal today. We could also go ahead and raid Loki, but I feel like it's got to be. No, I'll get all of you to another Eternal player. I know how the Eternal community be. Only 2 people streaming Eternal right now. Oh, Aquadome's streaming. Aquadome's got plenty. We're gonna go ahead and raid Bree Boy, who is not someone I know. All right. We're gonna raid a new Eternal streamer, it looks like. I mean, they might be old, but I haven't met them. And hopefully I will see some of you back in a little over right around half an hour. This will be fun. All right. Come get spooky with me tonight. I'll see everyone later.